We are all paying our tax dollars for education, and I like the fact that our governor knows that the parent knows best as far as what is best for their child. I'm Dawn Bicker, and I live here in Conway. I'm married to Jeremy Bicker. We have 2 children together, Addison and Anderson. I wouldn't say that I was raised here, but I've been here since college, so for about 20 years.
Hi, I'm Addison Bicker. I really enjoy math because that's always been the easiest for me, especially with my learning difference, dyslexia. It's really hard for me sometimes to read and write and spell, so math has always just been my easiest subject. So I originally went to Conway Public Schools where I was at Woodrow Cummins all the way till 4th grade. That's when COVID hit and I had to do online learning, which was really difficult for me. I remember having to write paragraphs for online school, and that would always be really difficult for me. I would look down at a piece of paper and I would honestly just be kind of scared of it. I'd be scared to write a sentence, and I would be scared that I would write something wrong. And that's when my mom figured out or discovered that I had dyslexia. Since then, I moved to Episcopal Collegiate, and it's been a lot easier for me. It's very hands-on, and that has just been the best decision that we as a family made for me.
I think it's interesting. I have another child who's 10 who does attend Conway Public Schools and does perfectly fine there. And I think what's important about the Education Freedom Act is giving all parents the right to choose what's best for their children, be it public or private.
Well, I did really like my old school, my public school. I had great friends. I loved my teachers. But when I moved to Episcopal, everything was a lot more hands-on. We're always doing experiments and projects, and the class sizes are a lot smaller. So when I get to take tests, I get to take them in a different room with a specific teacher, just for kids with learning differences and ADHD, which has been really helpful for me.
Episcopal has allowed her tutor to come into the school and help her with her studies during the school day. And that's something that, you know, in public school, they just don't have the resources for. And we've been able to use the LEARNS Act to pay for a private tutor that can come work one-on-one with her, and has been able to give her the confidence. And that's a lot of what it is. I mean, dyslexia has absolutely nothing to do with someone's intelligence. It's just how they process sounds and reading. And so to help give her the confidence that she was just as smart as everyone else. And now, rather than struggling, she's an all-A student and has been for the entire 5 years that she's been there. We took a once extremely shy child that would never raise her hand in the classroom, and now she's going into classrooms and teaching others about the value of positive affirmations for themselves and explaining that she has a learning difference. Getting the LEARNS Act made it where we could breathe a little bit financially, because the private school she was going to, you know, her father and I were going to do what it took to get her there, but it allowed us to pay for that private tutor. I know that you can use it for school resources. You know, at her private school, she gets a computer as part of tuition, but if she didn't, that would be covered. I would just say thank you from the bottom of my heart. The fact that my child, who had slipped through the cracks in public school because she was not triggering the things that would have gotten her tested, because I was able to use that money that was otherwise allocated to her in public school to get her to a place. She is succeeding, but I do very much support it being available to all Arkansas families.